Stay on top of your tanks. What's that? What is that? You know what? Sometimes I don't even listen to my own advice. Maybe I should start doing that. Okay, so it's not actually as bad as it seems. You know, at the end of the day, it's just dust algae on the glass. Now, this is the result of not enough water changes when first setting up the tank. It's easily solved, and to be honest, it's the best form of algae, isn't it? You just got to wipe it off. And look at the plants, they're stupidly healthy. There's not a spot of algae on them. So I think we're on to a winner. So we've also added the CO2 injection. Now, I've not had it on this tank to start with, but I thought, you know what, I've got the system here, I'm gonna add it on, see what difference it makes. And obviously we all know that CO2 makes your plants just grow amazing. It's gonna do that. It's very stem heavy in here, so that's kind of why I wanted to put it in and just give them that sort of turbo start so I can get them trimming, replanting, and get it nice and thick as soon as possible. I know you guys love it or hate it when I do that, sorry. But I tell you what else, there's something actually really nice about a little bit of algae on your rocks. Do you agree? I think it looks really natural. When you first put the stones and rocks in, they're completely clean. Well, it's not a great look. I mean, I don't think they should be caked in dirt and grime, don't get it wrong, but a little bit of green on it, looking good. So I was watching a video the other day that had Oliver Knott in. Now, he said that you should really be cleaning your glass if you see dust algae on it before you see it. Clearly a lot on that glass, so I've left it too long. So a good tip, one that you should remember, it's the thing that jogged my memory to go and do this, to be honest. Clean your glass before it needs cleaning, and apparently you won't run into more algae problems. So hopefully we've nipped that in the bud. But now there's all that waste or organic matter in the water column, so we need to take out about 30% of the water. Actually, nah, since it's so dirty, maybe I'll take out 40 this time. Now, many of you guys know I've actually got an automatic water system changey thing that I use with 2 different pipes, and they're just massive and long, and I have to undo them all. And I really can't be bothered to do that just for the sake of 1 jerry can full of water. So just using the tap this time, and a bit of strength as well to carry it. That's it, all done. We're back to looking really smart again. Now that big, tall, long green plant you can see is called Hyparis vulgaris or something similar like that. Yes, it sounds like a Harry Potter spell. But when I planted that 2 weeks ago, it was half the height of the aquarium, and now it's at the top. So it grows crazy fast, maybe too fast for me, but you know what? I think it looks great. It's so green and vivid. I just need to trim it up and just cut off the bottom sections, which are like the immersed growth, so they look kind of weird, and then replant the top sections, which are the really nice, fanny sort of looking bits. Get those planted back in, then grow up, trim them again, and rinse and repeat. This tank is going to be so dense with plants in no time at all. Okay, so I actually filmed that part of the video this morning, and now I'm back from work, and there's still lots more work to do, to be honest. But yeah, that bad boy is looking absolutely fantastic. That'll probably be good for another 2 days before it's covered in algae again. But another one to take care of that's unfortunately run away from me. Is that right? Should I say that? Gotten away from me? No, that makes more sense. One that's got away from me is the no filter tank you can see behind. It's got the 2 sparkling gouramis in and Gary the snail. They're both doing, well, all of them are doing really well, but the tank isn't looking so fantastic. Now the reason that it's not doing so fantastic is because it's a no filter tank. Now usually with no filter tanks, when they have got a situation going on, I just leave them to balance themselves out. There's way too much going on in a system like that to start fiddling around with like small areas that change other areas. You're better off just leaving it and letting it do its thing. And now it's done its thing, we can actually just clean up the mess that's left, if you like. And what's left, all lying on all the plants there, is like a dust algae. It's kind of like a dead algae, but not dead. I don't know. It doesn't sort of spread really. It just stays there, just bleh, on the bottom. So I'm going to have to suck all that out now, get it all cleaned up, looking spick and span again, because the plant health is actually really good. There seems to be a recurring theme going on here with me, isn't there? Yeah, so all those videos I'm there saying, keep on top of your maintenance, do all your cleaning. I'm not doing it myself. Thing is with me, algae, I don't find that bad. Like, I just sort of, I can ignore it. If it's something that really bothers you, you should get on top of it. But like, for me, algae is a sign that you've got like a good ecosystem going. As long as the animals, the fish, everything's healthy, I'm not too worried about it. But I suppose running a YouTube channel, I should be on top of it. And from now on, I will. Maybe. So I'm actually really happy with that. Like, it's been bugging me for a long time, that tank, because as I walk in, it's just right out the way, so I tend to just walk straight past it and just be like, oh, it's just a bit of algae, it's fine. But you know, I'm glad I've actually got it finally sorted. That's 2 tanks now, 2 tanks looking absolutely perfect. I need to get on top of the rest of them. They all look pretty good on camera. They look pretty good to the eye. It's just when you go up close, there's a few little niggling things that are annoying me. I think what I tend to do though is I just leave like small problems until they turn into big problems and then just go at it full blast. I need to stop doing that, don't I? I need to just tick along with little bits each day. I think that's the best method. I'm going to do a little bit of maintenance each day rather than just like a ton of, like, rather than a whole tank in one day, then a whole tank another day. I'm just going to keep on top of each tank each day, a little bit at a time. So yeah, maybe we can use that as today's takeaway point. Keep on top of your maintenance daily if you can, and then you don't have to have a big mission on your hands like I have done today. I mean, I say big mission, it's only taken me a few hours, an hour and a half in the morning, an hour in the evening, and to be fair, I quite enjoy it, but that's not the point. I want my tanks looking awesome all the time and not have to keep blasting them like that. So yeah, stay on top of your tanks, guys. Stay on top of your tanks. What's that? What is that? Oh, do you know what? I've just remembered I've got like a load of shrimp, just normal cherry shrimp, left over from when I changed the aquarium for them recently. I've got the crystals in there now. It's the previous video, the build video that I'd done. But yeah, I've got loads of them down there. That's what this tank's missing. It needs shrimp. They can clean it all up. They can get rid of all this little bit of mold and algae and all that. Why on earth have I not put these in already? Okay, there we go. Look, can you see in there? No, not very well, but you'll see them in the tank in a minute. There's probably got about 10 cherry shrimps in there. It's a good start for the tank. So instantly they all hid and I can't see them now, but they'll do their thing, they'll get comfortable and they'll come out when they want to. But as long as they're doing their job, that's the main thing.